Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Car Manufacturer, where boy oh boy, last episode was a pretty big one guys. We are now kind of selling two new variations of vehicles which are quite unique models. We've got our Volkswagen camper van, which is known as the Volkswagen Camper Boys. Let's go. And I think in our micro factory, if I spin it right round right now, we're producing over here our Feep, which is obviously a Jeep. Great inspiration on the name, Sadiak. We've also managed to kind of perform a better system for our little micro factories, which means they produce a little bit more now. But we are going to slowly start getting rid of them as we slowly transition these micro factories, which have really helped us with building a multitude of different variations of model. We are then going to pretty much turn a micro factory into a mega factory, which is what we've got to here. So what I'm going to do with this episode is see if I can squeeze in another 2 mega factories in this little area. Whatever space we have in the middle of the building, we're going to try and become a little bit more efficient by building some additional break rooms over there, because right now it's all the way in the corner. It's a little bit out the way. I want to try and localize all of the staff services so they are never too far away from doing a job. Now, at the same time, we're also going to try and research for more vehicles. Now, I don't think I'm going to research a new Volkswagen until all the extra models around here are all completely done. Then I think we'll get on the additional Volkswagen route. So, we won't research that. We'll research this next one here, whatever this may be. It is a... Oh, hello. That's the Feep 2, boys. We've got the Feep 2 on the go. And then this one is... Oh, that's got to be a full stang, right? That's got to be a full stang. Now, we did create the full stang too, but that is looking like a very delicious type of new variant of the full stang. Actually, no, we got the full stang 3, sorry. We have this, which we're not currently producing. We also have the Fentley 2 that we're not currently producing. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to at this moment in time. I feel like we might change the vehicle when it becomes something a bit more excessive. Yeah, we'll kind of see what happens there. So, what I want to do then is try and replicate this right next door. It's going to be very difficult to do, but we're going to see if we can do it. I want to first find out how much space I'm going to have available. So, going across here is a 4x16. Okay, so 4x16. So, if I start here where that tree is, but unfortunately that tree now needs to be deleted. 4x16 is that there. Is that in line before I do anything? Yes. I don't know if I've got enough space. I might not have enough space. That then is a, if I go all the way across, a 4x42. Right, hold on. So that goes down by, that's a 4x12. So a 4x12. And then that then builds you there. That's got to be a 42. That's the space I've got to work with. I don't think that's going to be enough. Was it a 4x16 or a 4x12? 4x16. Right. It is enough, right, if, boys, big if right now, big if, we can combine these two buildings and then build something in the middle, like a little middle strip. That would work. But this is going to be kind of expensive right now, but we bring this all the way up to there. Now, apparently I can't build it all because there's little pieces of trash technically now in the way. Now, I don't have to have them in the middle, to be honest with you. I could build them around here. It's not a big issue. But I want to try and replicate it as best as we can. So, you know, efficiency, guys. You create the model. You replicate the model. Cash in the bank. Right, let me go to there. Is that all I need to do? There's a little bit of a strip here. We've got to run it up by. So that's all the area and space I need to be able to build and replicate 2 additional mega factories to replace 2 of my micro factories. Okay. Now, like I said, I could combine them. And if I did, so let's say I combine the buildings here. Can't go all the way. What just happened? What just happened? Pause. What? Wait, what just happened? How did me extending the building mean that it deleted all my conveyor systems? What in the world happened there, boys? I don't know what's happened. At the same time, it's killed off everything. I can't even put down the conveyors. That has legit, right, just broken me. To the point where I'm now going to have to reload the game. And do that again. I don't know what happened, guys. It's killed everything off. Right, I'm going to have to reload the game. That's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. I don't even have the little the points, the arrows, because like when you place down one of these, you get the arrows, as you can see, to kind of build off it. I haven't even got those. Oh, is it coming back? Oh, hold on. It's got to go all the way through it. Right, okay. It's actually just completely killed off everything. Oh, no, because you can't build through it. Right, the game's... Well, guys, welcome back to another episode. If you are enjoying the series, smash that like button down below. Don't expand your buildings. Apparently, I want to know what made it do that. Right, let's reload the game. Right, I've reloaded the game. Which... Okay, I must have reloaded like an autosave. So, if I pause, and if, guys, if... this whole square here is a 16 by 12. So a 16 by 12. So far, so good. Nothing has been deleted. Right. Okay. Right, I'm laughing, because if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. I don't know what happened there. If anybody knows why it did that, please let me know in the comment section down below. But we're back on it, boys. We're now back to normal, right? Well, don't say that just yet, boy. I still have conveyors yet. Yeah, okay, we still have conveyors. So, 12 by 16. Okay, we're now back in business, right? Play mode. Yeah, we still have them. I don't know what happened there. I'll be real with you right now. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. I haven't got a clue. Right, we're going to implement the marketplaces. And which way do the marketplace need to be? Because there is a specific side that they choose to enter from. So the vent system has to be on the right. So if I placed you there and then you there. Is that how I did these ones? I feel like this is wider here. Is this wider here? There is a gap there. No gap. A gap there. There is not a gap there. Not a, okay, somewhere here is not working right. Illegal collision. What is this going across? Oh, I know why. Because that would have had to gone down by one more. Because I covered that in the middle. So that there to there is a 26. That there is a 26. Right, we got it. We got it. What's more, I can move these. Okay, I was about to say, what's more annoying? I can't move them. I got to delete them. But it turns out we can move them. Right, okay, so we got to sort doors out. We need a double door system. So one there, one there. So it's a quick access marketplace for all the products that need to be placed upon here. Oh, we've gone too far up here, haven't we, boys? Right, how do I delete? Oh, we got to delete it inside and then redo it outside. Have I still... Yeah, okay, I've still got conveyors. I've still got conveyors. That's funny, isn't it? You gotta laugh, boys. You've got to laugh. So that sets up quite nice. We're researching over here, and like I said, I wanted to get a couple of staff rooms, maybe in the center here. So let's figure out first then where this would run with another conveyor system. So if I'm putting that there, there is a 1, 2, and on the third one, so 1, 2, and on the third one, that would go there. So that's logically how I'm looking at it. If I just quickly place down some stations and get them how I would have it all here. There and then there. I then roughly know, like I said, the space in the middle. So that would run down to here, which would run down to there, which would run down to there. We would then have the paint workshop there and the test station on there, which I got to keep remembering to do something and not do nothing on the repair station. I made that boo-boo recently, didn't I? So anything less than excellent, we send to the repair station. So I know there's a lot more that I've got to add onto that, but it shows me and reveals the area here I get to work with to build a little bit of a staff zone. So staff zone and employee stuff. I need a employee zone. There's lots of stuff I've got to kind of throw in. But let's say I put it... It would have to kind of be like this. I could make it a bit wider. So if I make it wide by 2... Wide by 1. Is that about the same space? It's hard to tell when you don't have... No, okay. So wide by on this side. Wide. Oh, no, no, no. One more. And then that's kind of equal in between. It doesn't feel like it, but it will once I've got the arms, the robotic arms on here. So that's a really big staff zone. Now, it could allow me to get rid of this one if I place multiple around. Because obviously a lot of people are going to be working over here. So it does free me up slightly. I'll just then have a separate one down nearby the salesman. So we've got to place down a bunch of this stuff. Now I'm wondering if I can kind of research some technology related stuff to add everything that's needed for the staff room. So this is management. Is this all stuff that gets unlocked? Yes. So if I do all this, this is decorational stuff. So if I upgrade all of that, I've got trees, which I don't know if I'm going to implement them in. Oh, a guard post. Okay. So what am I missing? Oh, is it this I'm missing? Oh, a toilet. Wait, you tell me we never had a toilet, a pinball machine? Is that everything now required for our big staff area? I'm missing a piano and a boxing bag. So where's that stuff then in this technology? Piano and a boxing bag? That's a research data. No, is it you? Let's grind the stuff. Oh, it's this. I gotta hire more mechanics. Okay, it's not the end of the world for that then. It's not the end of the world for that. So in the staff room then, we'll start with, let's see. They can do drum kits and stuff like that. Right, we've got a place to hold some tools. I'll kind of build it in little segments so we can get a nice little tables and chairs. We'll go for this wooden one. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? So if I do a double set just there, and I do a double set just there, we'll try and mimic it both sides if possible. I'm not sure how easy this is going to be. And what's the space I left in the middle? I left a 2 space. So 1, 2. Well, oh, toilets. Oh, that's a point then. So how do I do toilets if I wanted to like build a room? Because you can't build walls, can you? So this is going to be very awkward right now. I have to like have a toilet just in the open. Right, nobody look at people doing the toilet stuffs. Okay, nobody look at them. Don't look at them, guys. This is so weird. This is so weird. I mean, it's 1913, guys. It's not frowned upon yet to watch people poo. Right, so This is all capacity related stuff, isn't it? Working on assignment capacity. We could get some mechanical shelves. So I might put some of these shelves. I might create like a little bit like of a. How do I put like a little mini locker room? We'll just do a row just here. There we go. So we'll do some gym equipment. We'll do some dumbbells over here. So if I went bam, 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 bam. Nice little set of dumbbells there. We got some drums. I mean, yeah, that's one thing you want, right? Is people playing the drums while you're working. Set up some free there. We have let's put the meditation stations right next to the drum kits. I feel like that's evil. I feel like that could be evil. Yeah. And then people can play like the brass instruments right next to people meditating. Right, we do have some radios we can implement. So, radios there, radios there. There and there. So this is all nice. Guitars. Let's start a band, boys. Let's start a band next to people meditating. And then, of course, we've got some pinball machines as well. So I might put the pinball machines at the very end of each of these lockers. They're not lockers. They're like workbench. What were they again? Sorry? They were classed as mechanic shelf holds their tools. So a bit of an awkward setup. Okay, bit of an awkward setup. And there's room to still expand and add more to it. But the main goal is to have a localized area where they can rest before they go back to work, where they haven't got to walk so far to get to it, because we are going to have a bunch of people working over in this area. So it just kind of helps us out a little bit. It just kind of helps us out a little bit. Now, if we at least get one of these lines set up for today. So we are leaving a 2-gap space either side. So you're there, 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 and then going back down. There, there, and there. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10. That's 10 in total. Right, let's get this now all done. Leading all the way up. Is that how we normally do it? I think it is, right? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, no, forgot this one. There we go. And then the big arms then. So we're doing the big boys at the very start because they carry the big stuff. And then have we got enough funds to do this? Yeah, we should have. So just like all of this then, we'll add where we need to add the big wide boys. But for now, I'll do 2 on each station. Until we know otherwise, we have to add other arms to it. So we'll just do it kind of like that. So, what am I going to bring over here then is the question. We've currently got the Volkswagen Z here. We've got the Volkswagen camper just there. And we seem to have a lot of Volkswagen Zs in general here currently selling. So I might kind of pause this production for now. Well, I say pause. Pausing means it all stops. We'll finish production. So it'll just finish while it's currently producing. Give us time to get through the backlog there. Now, so we got the Volkswagen camper. We got the Volkswagen Z being produced over there. I mean, technically we are researching the new Jeep. And we are researching what would be considered maybe the new Fool's Stank. So I might move the Folio 8 onto that line. So the Folio 8 is being produced up here. So if I stop that production there and then I start producing it over here, and then we'll fine tune it a little bit more. So we're going to pick it as the Folio 8. It's a fairly new vehicle. There we go. And if I go to the settings right now and we auto set the orders to evenly split. Right, it's not done that. I had this issue last time, didn't I? And I can't quite remember. how I did it. Is it a case of I've always had to manually... I forget this every time if I've had to always manually do this. I feel like I shouldn't have to manually do this. I'm sure we've done it in the past. All over the place. Right, hold on. We'll do it like that. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it again. But Folio 8. Where is it? Where is it? Gotta scroll right down. Okay, it's now deselected. Damn it. What have I done wrong here? Right. Auto set. Let's clear everything first. Auto set to evenly split. It's still not doing it. Auto set orders in robots to fill first. Right, hold on. So what are you storing now? Everything. I don't want to store... Right. This has gone wrong already. I always have this mental breakdown while doing this. So let me just move all this up again. I think I've always got to set this up, don't I? So that can do all the lights and accessories. That does the wheels. That does the doors. Trunks and panels. Windows and seats. That will do... fenders, bumpers, dash, body frame. That does... suspension and chassis. Right, we'll keep it like that. Okay. So we'll evenly split. And then multiply orders associated. Multiply orders in robots to max. And then sell unused parts. Sell unused parts. Alright, go for all of this. Because it just quickly gets rid of what we need it to get rid of first and foremost. And I'll do it again. So, evenly split, fill to max. So they technically shouldn't be storing now anything that's not for that station, if that makes sense. So you no longer have what you shouldn't have. So before we make it, again, more efficient, let's just figure out what each area here technically does. Because this is how we fine-tune it. So that I'm kind of happy with. Obviously, one does more than the others. Because there's a little bit more going on. I might edit that one. One does more than the others there. Anything stand out first that I'll be a bit annoyed with. So body. This here. So what we do is we select this one and we delete it. And in return, we put a bigger one down. So we'll go for this big boy. Solely because that then... create the order. We'll take on board the body frame. And we can store multiple in here. And place that order. So that there just makes it a bit more fine-tuned. Was this one okay, by the way? It seems... I mean, we can get a third one on that. That's not a problem. So we'll come back to that in a second. Anything else to stand out that I really should be looking at? You're not going to even do anything. So in reality, I could... Is it you that does it? Yeah. So in reality on this, I could get rid of you. This... That's fine. This... So one of them is going to do the spare wheel. And I might as well get some wheels on that. So allow it to do spare wheel and help out with that one. Because that will always do the spare wheel. And that one's got to do 4 wheels. Where that one can then throw in an extra wheel if needed. Right. editing this then, that's fine as well. So the only one I'm going to quickly adjust was it this set over here? Yeah, and was it this set as well? Let me just double check. No, you're okay. That I feel like will be okay. I think it might get caught up on this one. So I'll add an extra assembler there. So where this takes up 2. This takes up 2. That will do the other 2. So let me just quickly sell all unused parts in the robot's arms that don't need to be there. That's okay. That's now good to go. So paint it a random color. If quality is less than excellent, send to repair workshop. And then we go. We're now producing. Right, that should be money, boys. That, after a little bit of stress, should be money. Right. There we go. There we go. We're still researching those vehicles over there. Now, we could build a little bit of staff area down here for all the salesmen not having to walk that far. Some of the workers that are working around here, the drivers, if they're over here and want to take a break, they haven't got to go that far. So it makes sense then, because I can't build any more than 6 stations for selling. And you also can't squeeze in, if I'm right, another sales slot, right? You can only put 1 in there. There's nothing you can research about that, is there? I've actually researched all the sales related stuff. So there's not a fat lot I can kind of do about that. Now, high-speed conveyors, that's something that we haven't even researched yet. And we're going to have a look at it at some point. Researching... Oh, data centers. That'll be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Right, let me just kind of build a staff area over here. And we'll go right to the end. And then we'll add a lot to this. All right, add some chairs in. Some mechanical shelves. Add the toilets in here so everyone can see people pees and poos while people are trying to buy stuff. I'll eventually like build like a brand new sales area at some point in the future when we've got a bit more space to work with. So all the customers are going to have to listen to people banging on the drums. If they watch people do some meditation. But it's what we need to make this a very, very, very nice area for our employees to relax in. And then pinball machine. Right, very random setup there, but another localized area for staff so they haven't got to walk as far to relax and then come off break. It just makes life easier for them and more efficient for us. You know what I mean? So that's all good. That's all good. So should I see some big improvements from that? Well, fast forward now so we can get through a little bit more of the backlog of the Volkswagen set. Now we're going to add more desks. A lot of you guys said to add more sales desks to our sales areas. So I just put it there, there, there. Because it might enable me to sell more. Not sure how true that's going to be. But we've got a couple more desks now in. See what happens with that. Where is the Volkswagen Z anyway? Are we selling... I'm still in build mode. Are we still selling this? Yeah, we are still selling a fair few amount of vehicles of that. So we'll get through that backlog nicely. So now we're no longer producing the Folio 8. We could technically... Right, guys. Get rid of this area. How do I sell it all in one go? Alright, get rid of all of you. Ta-da! Right, that's now all gone, as I've now converted one of the micro factories over into a fully fledged big boy line. Which it does get slowed down here. So, what is making this slow down so much? So, order-wise, it's the fenders of it. So if I take off the fenders there, which will allow me to multiply this a little bit more and place order. If I then throw down the missing fender and pull it in this one, and be able to multiply that a bit more. I'm hoping then, once it's got its part there, it's running through crazy. So just wait for that delivery to come in now. Alright, so let's see it do its magic. So it has to do that last bit after it's done all the body parts, like the inside of it. Interesting. But now it's pushing through. Now it's moving. Are you missing out on something? Oh, it has 3 of each, so you can only do 3 at a time before anything else. So you could argue splitting that up as well with the fenders. They're constantly restocking this section, aren't they? Yeah, they actually are, aren't they? But at the same time, though, if I do make that efficient, it means we produce a lot more vehicles. Maybe we want to try and sell the vehicles first. We'll see. Are we okay with what we're earning, by the way? Yeah, money's going back into the bank. We're completely fine. Completely fine. And now we've got the 2 new vehicles. So, let's grab this one, which is going to be the Feep. The Feep 2, boys. Let's confirm that. And this one's interesting. So, this kind of reminds me of one of those Shelby GTs. Is it like an AC Cobra kind of thing? Not a Shelby GT. I'm thinking of a Cobra, aren't I? It reminds me of the AC Cobra, like a really, really basic version of it. So, oh, that's interesting. I could call it the AC Cobra. The F Fools. I'm not even typing. Volkswagen Cobra, like the AC Cobra. Yay! Where do you get these names from, Seniac? That's actually going to be a really nice car. So when we take a look at what we've done for researching wise now, the AC Cobra is just here. That will be a nice vehicle to produce. But look at the Feeps. Now, technically, this should have been the Feep 2. It's the wrong way round, but we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. So ultimately, we've technically got 4 more here we still need to research. So let's see what it kind of grabs us. I feel like we're not far off from going modern at some certain point. Oh my goodness me, that is nice. And then we're also going to research. Oh, okay, I can't do no more unless I research the next Volkswagen. That car's nice. What does that... We've had a car previously like that. I'm trying to think when, though. And while it was like the Fullstang here, wasn't it? It was kind of like that. Oh, it's going to be the Fullstang 4. I think we'll produce the Cobra and this next version of this vehicle. Yeah, I feel like we should create the Cobra. But what do we replace for it? I don't feel like I want to get rid of the van. I think I'll get rid of the Fentley. So is this where we're producing the Fentley? Yes. We'll stop that production and we'll produce the Cobra there. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? Now, the Cobra is a Roadster sports car. I think it's a 2-litre V12. I like to produce the van because it's a different style of model. So it is pretty nice. How hot right now is these camper vans? They're actually pretty hot still. The vans, you could argue, are reducing in popularity, but is that due to the fact of how many... I said they're not selling as much, but like I said, is it down to the fact that I'm not able to produce as many so quick? Maybe that's what we do next episode. We create like a dedicated line in the big mega factory for van production. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? So could you argue the Volkswagen said... no, we can't argue nothing. Because we've still got many, many more of these to still sell. Are we still selling pretty well? We still are. I mean, on a low month, on a high month 7, a low month 4. So we're still selling them, boys. We just had a load of them. We just had a load of them. Right, this is going really... Oh my goodness me. Now, the issue with this is driver-based. Now, I think... what we need to start thinking about doing is creating the sales area central, because it's quite a long distance for our drivers to walk all the way up here to grab one of these vehicles. So having the sales area a bit more, you know, central would be a huge thing for us. Now, we've got, hope if we can plan out to replicate this... I mean, I got to buy this area as well. I think having the way that we've done it might be a bit of a pain for us. We might have to transform the factories a little bit different to have conveyors running down. So there's closer points where the vehicles come out. We might need to do something a little bit different. Now, I'm scared to add any more building work to it for the fear of losing everything. But now I feel like we now need to start thinking about being more efficient and how I can get more cars, because we're capped by the amount of people we can employ. Obviously, we got a few more people we can still hire, but like I said, we are kind of capped. I could hire more drivers, which is not a problem. But it's the whole point of it's so far to walk over here. So if I made this factory building go across there, and then I just make the conveyor lines come further down and have the entry points there, and then we just turn this whole space here into the sales area. That's probably what I'm going to have to do, just for the sake of having... It's a shame you can't merge conveyor systems. I've always found that really annoying in the game, because it's too far for our drivers to walk up to. It really is. It really is. So, right. That will be the game plan. That will be the game plan. There's no way we've already done that vehicle. Oh my goodness me. Right, this is the Volkswagen... The Volkswagen 5. Nice. That's actually like a nice vehicle. Now, if I'm to research again, I'm forced now, guys. I'm now forced to having to research the next variation of the Volkswagen. Now, we've done the XYZ naming system. Okay? We got to think of something new. We've got to think of something new. So I might need you guys to let me know in the comment section down below of what I can name this next variant of Volkswagen. Where does the naming system go from this point? Right, we've now got ourselves a little bit of a headache. Okay. The headache is now coming in. We're going to have some issues and some problems. Nothing that we can't solve, though. Nothing that we can't solve. But the issues, the headaches, the problems are now slowly arriving. And somehow we've got to combine it all and be pretty close. So our drivers haven't got to walk miles. Cue stress. Cue the stress, boys. Now, I might be able to turn this area here into another little kind of factory if I move the research in. We're going to bring this down, that down as well, and obviously this one all the way up here, coming down. Unless I don't build one there, I scrap all that idea, because I need 3 more, don't I? And the reality is I need 3 more. So the 4th one can go there. That's 1, 2, 3. That'll be 4 down there. 5 and 6 just over here for here. And then it's all local there. And then a big sales area here. Easier said than done, right? Easier said than done. Right, we'll end it here, guys. Next episode is going to stress me out even more. Hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.